Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but our first long form video back, and why not do a little ranking? So this isn't going to be your typical ranking of characters from Genshin Impact. Well, I guess it might be, but this is more so the viability of every character. Like, should you? Because they're doing a lot of like Chronicled Wish banners, reruns are always going to be a thing, and really the question is, does this character still work nowadays? Now, this tier list was made on the day of Skirk's release. Skirk and Dahlia are in the ranking. They have their place. This will be in two parts, so we'll do Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma in part 1, and then we'll do Sumeru Fontaine, Natlan in part 2. Okay? Enjoy! If their banner came up, should you pull them? Now, a prerequisite for this, you should never pull for a 4-star because your life will be ruined. It's happened to me maybe once or twice. Funny enough, both for cryo units. Anyway, Traveler, should you pull for them? Honestly, no. Don't pull for them. Don't play this game. Don't play this game. It will grab hold of you and just keep you. I've been playing this game for what, 4 years now? 5 years? Also, keep in mind, some of these are standard banner people, so like we're gonna pretend like it should they be on your account? Are they good? Bad? Jean, I think any person who can heal is going to be lowest tier debatable. Jean, I feel like right now, I'm going to put her in yes, only because I feel like a lot of units move around a lot, and her circle is so small. So I'm gonna say yes, and if you lose a bunch of 50/50s and you get her attack boost, then maybe. Lisa, is there any unit? Could you? I mean, Lisa, I'm gonna say no, absolutely not. Amber, who? No. Noelle, debatable. Barbara. I haven't used Barbara in so long, so I don't really have a perspective on her anymore, but I feel like, does she heal enough? Can you run? Does Barbara heal enough to run with Farina? Actually, Noelle, absolutely not. What am I even saying? Sucrose, I guess. Sucrose, the thing about Genshin now, like, you don't need to gather anything. You're not gathering really that much anymore. Official, I would say yes. Mona, no. Kaya, debatable. Diluc, who? Reezer, Wolfboy, who? Absolutely not. Bennett, absolutely. Still goated. Somehow this little boy has stood the test of time, and somehow it's still quite viable. Ningguang, absolutely not. She's somehow still the most, like, I feel like she's the most greedy character in the game. She's clunky. Beidou, I feel like Beidou, debatable. I feel like the Electro Shield could still work in like Electro Charged and stuff, and there's still units that could work with that. No. Zhongling, yes. Unfortunately, I hate her, but we'll go with it. She's so annoying. And then she needed a new outfit, and the one they gave just like didn't give what I needed it to. So Chongyun, unless you're doing some weird niche team, like a copium team, no. Xingqiao, absolutely. Now the thing with Xingqiao though, I feel like nowadays less people are normal attack focused, so he's not
as prevalent, but I would still say absolutely. Chi-Chi. Since we have Escoffier, absolutely not. Venti, no. Klee, who? Tartaglia, I don't have him. What's crazy is like, oh yeah, because I lost my 50-50. I was like, I'm confused how I didn't get him because I spent so many wishes on Rosaria round 1 and Rosaria round 2. And I believe she was on both of his banners. Child, I'm gonna put him in who? For Hydro being the strongest element in the game, I feel like they made Hydro the strongest to counteract Bennett impact, Pyro Ellen impact. Diona, I'm gonna say debatable. EM is still great in this game. There's still a lot of units that attack close range. A shield is always good. I'm gonna say actually yes. People don't talk about her as much, but I think she's still great. Zhongli, for a new player and you're still building, I'm gonna say yes. Who? Absolutely not. Albedo. I can't, because he gets the best sort of like cinematic Albedo is Poggy Woggies. In-game Albedo is I like actually cannot put him in who. He's going in absolutely not. Ganyu. If there was a unit that could increase charged attack speed, I would say absolutely. Now I feel like Ganyu really only works like you could technically, I guess, if you wanted to run Ganyu as an ult bot, but why would you? Like, you wouldn't pull Ganyu for that. Ganyu's a flop, yeah. But she's more viable than all of these. Like, you could use her, but I guess you wouldn't pull her. Correct. I'll agree. That was my first main. That was my first 5-star main, I should say. Let me be specific here. Zhao? Absolutely not. Hu Tao. Is Hu Tao still good in like 5.7? I'm gonna say yes. Like, you could still, like, I feel like Hu Tao can still, like, the OG Hu Tao teams can still be great. Like, Arlecchino and Malvika are better than Hu Tao, but Hu Tao can still hold her own, I feel. I'm gonna keep her a yes. Is she a debatable? I guess if you align them all up, if you're wishing on banners, if there was a Malvika banner, Arlecchino banner, and a Hu Tao banner, would you wish on the Hu Tao banner? No. Debatable. C0, C1. Oh, C0 Hu Tao, we don't know her. Rosaria? I'm gonna say yes. For a 4-star, great cryo application, gets her ult really quickly. Like, I think she's just a decently rounded unit. If she would boost something other than physical attack, that would be better for her C6, but I'd say yes. But can you compare it official? These three? Is Rosaria debatable? No! No! Rosie's great though. But I think that's just my personal bias. Yeah, she's in this tier. Yanfei, who? Eula. God. Okay. Kazuha. I have not used him in so long, but that just might be my account. I'm putting him in yes, not absolutely. He used to be here, but I'm putting him here. I think that's a hot take, but is he still great? Sure. But I also feel like I think Natlan sort of like confused the sort of team comp of it all. Because also a lot of the bosses and stuff required you to like use Natlan units. Like all those enemies that like you have to fill the bar first. Ayaka's weird because she's like a yes if you have Escoffier. But otherwise, no. I'm gonna do debatable. You could still play Ayaka and be fine. Yoimiya, who... It feels bad putting her there, but... You have to, right? Like, you can't... I don't think there's a place in the... There's a time... Actually, with, what's his name? Dahlia coming out? Absolutely. Yoimiya mains coming back, baby. No. Anyone pulling for Yoimiya? But isn't it crazy, though, that we haven't had a, an archer since Linny? I think that's the craziest part for me. Who? Sayuza who? Are you pulling Raiden Shogun in 2025? I mean, I don't like her, so I think she's here. And then if more, and then also if more units are gonna be like Skark in the future, where you don't need energy recharge, it's not energy based. Well, half of her job is out the window. Sarah, no. Yakobi, you know where I would put Yakobi, but I'm putting her in debatable. I just don't think if you don't have a healer and you got her, great. Also, if you have other units, she becomes much better. Like if you have Farina, if you have Escoffier, like you can do a lot more things. Can you get alloy anymore? Like if I started today, could I still get an alloy? Toma had a little resurgence with what? Kanich? But absolutely not. I'm gonna put him here. Ito? No. I feel like he's not terrible, but like I'm gonna say absolutely not. We're not pulling Ito in 2025. Goru, all the Geo units stopped being like defense focused, so I'm gonna say absolutely not. Shenhe, I'm putting in debatable, because it depends. If you're just pulling Shenhe for Shenhe, then no. Yunjin, I'm gonna say Yunjin debatable because if you're still like playing like unit, I'm sure there's gonna be normal attack units. Now Yunjin would be great for someone like Skark, but obviously the devs were like, no, we don't want you to use old units. We want you to get new units. Yaimiko. Personality, I would say yes, but we're not getting Yaimiko in 2025 in 5.7. For what? Overcharged Yaimiko? Hyper Bloom, who does that anymore? Ayato's just not strong enough. Like, just at a base stat level, Ayato's just not strong enough. I would get Ayato over Ganyu. I'd probably get Yaimiko over Ganyu. Like, if he just got a stat buff, he'd be great. Like, that's literally Ayato's only problem, is he's just not strong enough. It's giving, like, C6 4-star. Yelan. Is it weird that I would put Yelan at yes and Xingqiu at absolutely? I used to feel this way. I feel like so many units aren't normal attacking units anymore. I don't know why I feel like... Maybe, is it because of the timing of her ult? I think I'm putting her in yes. Kuki, I put it yes. Haiju, who? No.
Are you upset? Are you upset with where I put your favorite character? Well, you know, as a weird photo in my mom's kitchen used to say, life is but a chair of bullies. What does that mean? I have no idea. But, you know, I can make you more mad next week. Tune in next week for part 2 of Genshin character ranking. Ta-ta! Bye-bye.